it's your dad, Caleb. I'm just gonna be straight up with you guys. The Sony A7 IV, Sony Alpha 7 Mark IV is the most convenient camera that I think you can get, and I'm pretty stoked on it. Small, nice little setup. Whoa. All right, ready, go. I missed it completely. Okay. I didn't post a video right when this camera came out about a month or so ago because I really wanted to use it. I wanted to experience it because I've been thinking about switching to it. I've been wanting to switch camera systems. I'm coming from the Blackmagic Pocket 6K, which I've been using for 2 years now. And guys, it is not convenient at all. It has a nice image. Everything else about this camera isn't that convenient. I am trying to sell it though too, so if you're into it's still a good camera, you know what I'm saying? I'm seriously making this video for myself as well, or anybody that's on the fence about thinking about switching to the Sony A7 IV in particular. It's gonna be my camera for 2022. I've already decided, so you don't need to wait till the end of this video to hear my thoughts. I'm going for it. It kind of checks almost every single box, but now that I've had the chance to use it for a month on a few different shoots, on a lot of just I mean, I create internet videos. That's what I do at Moment. It really does everything I need it to. You like that lens? Do you like this camera? So let's back up about a month before they announced the A7 IV. I was dead set on getting the FX3. Sony FX3, I was gonna switch from the Blackmagic 6K to the FX3. I know the price point's a pretty high jump. It's gonna be like $3,900 or something for that body. I looked at the A7S III, which also did a lot of good video specs, and I'm like, cool, I got two options. I'll probably go FX3 because I got a flex on Niles because he has one too, and then they dropped the A7 IV, and I'm like, hold up, this camera is kind of sick. It kind of does everything and takes really good photos, and I'm still a photographer. I mean, I love shooting photos. I shoot a lot of film, but I also full frame. Once you go full frame, it's kind of like, it's kind of it. So I looked at the specs, I looked at what I mostly do, which is shoot 4K, 24 frames per second. I don't do a lot of 60p shooting, and we'll get into that in a second because it is cropped on this camera. I need good autofocus. I need really good autofocus. I need good internal preamps. I need the convenience of a flip out screen to see myself, and I need decent battery life, all in a small package. This is my setup. Got the mic here, obviously, and yeah, you can see the flip out screen right there, looking nice. And the FX3 did check all those boxes, but for like $4,000. Oh, and I mean, no photos, like 5 megapixel photos. I mean, come on. This has 33 megapixel photos, which are sweet. Basically, got my hands on the A7 IV. Thank you, Sony, for sending it out. I'm trying to decide if I want to get that camera, yeah. I need to go put a microphone on it, but Barry's sleeping, so I'm not gonna do that. I mean, you get a fast lens like this. We're shooting at f2 right now. The ISO is only at 1600. Chef Ariana. This one that I'm filming on right now is not the one I'm going to buy because it's a sample one. Guys, but I've been able to have it for a month, and I've taken it on multiple trips. I've shot at my house with it, shot videos, shot photos of my daughter, my wife. Yeah, I got a couple lenses sent. So I just really want to talk to you guys. If you're on the fence about getting this camera or wanting to hear more about someone's experience using it, that's what this video is about. Kind of a stream of consciousness with some specs thrown in. Essentially what I do, content creating for YouTube specifically. It is, I can't say enough good things. Let's be honest.
So let's get on with the fun.
Okay, hey, sorry, quick interruption to the video, but I just wanted to say good news. We got new merch designs that just dropped, so check out that link below. We got new merch. There we go. A lot of you have been asking for some Moment logo stuff, so we got shirts, we got hats, we got beanies. This is back on the merch store, 24 greater than 30. But yeah, we're excited about that, so I don't want to go too long here on this quick ad. Just wanted to let you know it's out there, so if you're interested, check it out. Pretty fun designs. Okay, bye. I will start real quick. Let's do the cons, okay? Because people are gonna wanna know the cons maybe before they wanna know the pros, as I've said that. 4K 60 crop, that's a bummer. When you're using a full frame camera, you want the glory of the full frame. You want that full frame goodness across everything you're doing. It has a certain look to it. You know, it's really wide. It has good depth of field as I get closer. God bless autofocus. Yeah, 4K 60 frames per second does not have the full frame mode. It crops in, probably because maybe they'll say overheating or whatever, but I think they just had to leave that out in this camera or they're sabotaging the other ones. 4K 120 is kind of like, no, it's 1080 120. There's no 4K 120. So if you're not super slow motion, if you like shooting slow motion or you like slowing your footage down or you're shooting a ton of action stuff, probably better to look at the other cameras or just get a wider lens and accept the crop. Like, it can still do 4K 60 and it looks awesome. Like, a lot of the B-roll stuff I like to get is up close anyway, so I don't mind a crop. Trust me, I'd love if it wasn't there. I'm trying to think what I don't like about it. I'm honestly having trouble thinking of other cons right now. This camera really does a lot of things well, and coming from the Blackmagic that did like one thing well, which is create a beautiful image for a cheap price point, I'm just like happy to be using this out of pure convenience. So let me go over my list of pros that I like. Obviously, there's tons of videos already made on this camera that might ramble off specs and stuff, but I'm gonna tell you a few things I actually like. So number one, flip out screen. I can see myself right now talking. That's pretty sweet. Internal 4K at 10-bit, internal 1080 at 10-bit. Yes, I said 1080. I actually still like the convenience of shooting something that's super long in 1080 if I want, but having 10-bit color still, so that 1080 footage still holds up. It might not have the resolution, but at least it has the juice. A few example clips I shot in this video are a trip down to Texas where we shot with John Hill and Sarah Dici, shout out to them. And I had this camera as the B cam just recording their interviews. I shot that all in 1080 10-bit. I also filmed my grandpa singing some like Christmas hymns. Kind of showed up and shot some footage of him singing just to document it, and it was pretty fun actually. But I shot that in 1080. Let's talk picture profiles. You have a ton of options on the A7 IV. S-Log 3, which is PP8 to be exact, is what I shoot a lot of stuff, and I'd say about 60% in S-Log 3 if I'm like wanting to make it look as, you know, have as much dynamic range as possible. Talking head stuff like this, for the convenience, again, convenience, S-Cinetone, PP11. It looks buttery. I mean, look at this shot. This is no color grading. I'm not putting any color grading on this A-roll. S-Log 3, of course, I'll put a LUT on it and then color grade it because it's super flat. We shot down in LA with Willem on one of the most recent videos. That's all A7 IV footage. It's just nice to be able to do a review and actually have a lot of examples to pull from and talk about because I feel like I know the camera so much better now. So picture profiles are dialed. You get the same access on this camera as you get on the higher end cameras as far as those picture profiles go. I know I talk about filmmaking a lot on this channel because that's mainly what I do, but photography stuff, you guys, this camera makes you look like a good photographer. I'm not just saying that. Full frame gives you nice depth of field. You have incredibly good autofocus, which it nails all the time. While we were down in Texas shooting with John and Sarah during their interviews, I was actually snapping photos in silent mode while Niles was shooting other footage without them knowing I was shooting photos, really just because it wasn't making a sound. And I know that's been on other cameras, electronic shutters, complete silent mode, that's awesome, but there's something about it that it's new to me and I'm loving it. You throw a 50 mil on, I luckily got sent also the 50 mil 1.2, which is just the most buttery lens ever. Shooting portraits on that is like, I'm good again. I'm back. Full-size HDMI port, which is amazing. I think the A7 III, which was everybody's favorite camera when it came out because, again, that hybrid, great photo camera, great video camera. I don't think it had a full HDMI port, so having a full-size HDMI port is nice for hooking up external monitors, for doing other stuff. This camera also can be plugged directly into your computer if you want to use it as a webcam. Very convenient. I've also done some vlogging with it, which is great. You can hold it, the autofocus nails on the face, and I even like to do auto ISO, so I lock my aperture in to whatever, like f4. Sometimes if I'm outside, I'll have a variable ND filter on the outside, and then 1/50th of my shutter speed for shooting 24, and then I let the ISO just go do what it wants, because the low light sensitivity on this camera is really good. So you can kind of let the ISO just roll. And if you're wanting a purely convenient way to film, I really like that. No record limits is another major thing, so I can treat this more like a video camera. I can record as long as I want, as long as the SD card is big enough, and I'm not having any overheating issues. Right now, the clip currently is recorded to 27 minutes. Yes, I mess up a lot. So it's at 27 minutes right now, no overheating. I'm just letting it roll, recording audio into the computer. But this is the audio to the top of the camera with a little Rode Video Micro. So what's up? This is kind of my vlogging setup. Again, keep it convenient, keep it simple. That's my motto for 2022. And this will be my camera for 2022. I can shoot video, I can shoot photos that look really good. I can impress my family when they ask for photo shoots. I think I'm into this camera. I feel like I've known that, and I have to send this sample back pretty soon. That's why I've waited as long as I could to make this video. Oh, another small thing that I don't think anyone's probably talked about, and this might be on other Sony cameras, but I love how this, if you wear a strap, sometimes I'll wear a strap when I'm shooting photos or video, just vlogging, tourist style. Straps down, I have an external mic, but when I pull, the freaking strap doesn't hit the mic jack is what I'm trying to say. This strap is actually in front and then it goes right above it. I really like that. Small things, but it makes a difference when you're trying to flip stuff around. Oh, also the swivel screen doesn't hit the mic jack when you got that plugged in. So just super good job. It has a big record button on the top. I definitely didn't cover everything. That is just my opinion on why I like this camera. Again, if you're just looking for some footage, hopefully this video had some of that, some good B-roll of the camera, but also example footage. And now that I've used the camera for over a month, I can say I'm really happy with it. If you're kind of trying to do it all, if you're trying to get out there, vlog, grind, I'm loving it, and I'm definitely going to buy it myself with my own money. I am going to sell this. If you want it, DM me on Twitter. It's an incredible image. But this camera, for me, A7 IV, let's go. You crushed it. $2,500. I'm not going FX3. I'm going this because I want to take photos of my kid. I want to shoot videos for the internet, and I want it to be convenient. Thank you guys so much. If you're new around here, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to check out that merch I'm wearing. This is the old merch. This is the old dad cam merch. Like you saw somewhere in this video, our merch is available right now, so check that out at the link below. I hope you're doing your research. You stumbled across this video. What up? Subscribe, like it, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your year. And if you're seeing this in 2022, you know I'm going to be using this camera for pretty much every video because I'm buying it. I'm going to buy it like, I'll probably buy it soon. Like once I have to send this back, I'm going to miss it so much that I'm going to buy it. Look how convenient this is. I move close, tracks my eye. What's up? I move far away. I'm still chilling, baby. I'm still right here. Oh, you want to see this mouse? Look at this. Look at this mouse. Look how good that autofocus is. Nice and clean. Cover the face. Oh, face pops back. Yeah, I got face tracking on. Oh, cover that up. Check out this this dusty. That's disgusting. You get the point. I love convenience, and that's why I go to 7-Eleven. Okay, later, guys. You just gotta interview with Zuckerberg. No big deal. Yeah, how are you feeling? Actually, this is a good exclusive.
You know what? I'll be back when I have makeup.
Okay, sorry. My bad.